submissions on the Arms Bill have now closed, and I would like to take this opportunity to give a huge thank you to everybody that was a part of the process and gave their arms submissions to the Justice Select Committee. I did ask the Justice Select Committee to extend that process by an extra few weeks, recognising that it was meant to actually close in the middle of January, right at the time when the outdoors people are enjoying the outdoors and enjoying their summer break. We had the extension through till mid-February, and that would have allowed more people to submit and have their say, and I'd like to thank them for taking that opportunity. I also acknowledge the fact that we have a 6-month Select Committee process for the Arms Bill, and that is something that has not been afforded the firearm community for a very long time, including the 3-day submission period that they had back in 2019. And Mr. Speaker, we had early public consultation that shaped what this bill was going to look like to ensure that the people who use firearms within our community, the law-abiding people, actually have a say in the law that is going to define how they operate. It's important, Mr. Speaker, that licensed firearm owners are heard. And I have seen on social media many comments from people saying, why should I bother? I've never been listened to before. Why should I listen? Why should they listen to me now? And it's really important, Mr. Speaker, that everybody feels that they can contribute to democracy and they can feel that they will be heard. And I will say to them that the submissions that they have put in today, over the last few weeks, will be heard, will be read. And I implore the Select Committee to actually go through those submissions and pick out some of the niche issues that the licensed firearm owners have raised. Because by the committee doing their job and fixing those niche issues, listening to the community on how to make it work better, means we will have, once again, the best firearm laws in New Zealand, just like we previously have had. The thing is, though, Mr. Speaker, when we look at the current Act, it's over 40 years old. It's had so many bits and pieces added and taken away from it, it's become very hard to understand. And I have had numerous professionals say to me they have struggled with it. It's been confusing for licensed firearm owners, it's been inefficient for New Zealand Police, and totally ineffective at stopping criminals. Public safety and respect for licensed firearm owners are not in conflict, they actually go hand in hand with each other. Mr. Speaker, one issue that I know some members are concerned about is the proposal to create a new firearms regulator independent of police. Licensed firearm owners understand why the separation matters, but for others, it comes down to something quite simple. We need to allow New Zealand Police to focus on crime, on gangs, on criminals and the misuse of firearms. And the regulator will need to focus on clear guidance and consistent administration. This is what both these agencies will be good at. So by separating them, we can ensure that we have a robust system. But passing the Act is only part of the job. We are also working on regulations which will define how it's going to be implemented. It's an opportunity to build a modern professional regulator from the ground up. Mr. Speaker, I've spoken about the committee and I look forward to, when they hear oral submissions, them engaging with the real-world examples that will be brought up for them. Submitters from the firearm community want laws that keep the public safe too, and their contribution will be extensive. And when it comes to sports shooting and exemptions, Mr. Speaker, it's easy to get worked up about semi-automatics or even about registry issues. But ACT believes that a sports shooting exemption can be done safely. Competitive shooting is one of the safest sports in New Zealand. It operates under strict range and safety condition, and I implore again the committee members to listen to those making submissions with open minds. Be prepared to be persuaded by evidence. Mr. Speaker, this bill is about balance, it's about safety, it's about fairness, and it's about practicality. It's not scapegoating licensed firearm owners anymore. It's about ACT fixing what matters for those who work, enjoy, have sport and want to put food on the table for their families. And I encourage the committee to thoughtfully engage in that respect. It will continue to keep pushing for improvements through this process and beyond. We can do it, and we can do it together.